We are back to talk about Survivor. I'm here with Mike, Aspen, fan guy. Gonna do another draft because we're so good at it here for Survivor 43. If anybody doesn't remember, we drafted everyone except the final two last season, so we're extremely good at this. So you should enjoy this cast assessment. How y'all doing?
Oh,
Good.
yeah, great. I'm doing great. Another day in the life. We back for another season. They didn't choose me, so I mean, I don't
So
know
it can't be
how.
that good.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
We didn't get a lot of information to go off of for this draft, so we might leave the winner out again. But how y'all feeling about the cast? It's hard to tell, honestly.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's like a few people that I really don't like, and then a few people who I'm like, they're okay. And like, I was talking with my man about the season, and like we both had the same sentiment, and it was just that like I could see all these people being pre-mergers. Like, who's supposed to make the merge?
The the amputee.
I mean, there's a lot of good stories. Well, there's not a lot. There's a few good stories, and that's what the only people that stand out in this cast to me. Because other than that, it's very hard for you to stand out in like 1 minute videos that most of us saw.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a lot of basic. I kept putting just like generic person next to like these are all just like they just seem like basic people.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
lot of basic.
they are.
There's a couple people I like though. All right. Well, this is how the draft order is going to go this go round. Fan guy with lucky pick number 1.
I'm gonna botch the fuck out of this.
Yes, you are.
Well, it basically goes fan guy, Aspen, Mike, me. So, fan guy, the floor is yours.
Oh, let me pull up.
Blow us away.
Oh wow. I got 4 people, so I did Hunger Games style, and I just went down and gave each of these people a score. And so I got 4 people that had 8s from me. So this is gonna actually tough. I'm gonna go with we're playing to win, right? I'm just gonna go with Noelle the amputee. Sorry, Aspen.
What the fuck?
I just think her story.
You gave it away, Aspen.
And I I could just she's gonna go pretty far. I have a feeling. So that's what I got.
You think just because this is the kind of typical story a survivor likes?
Exactly. I mean, I hate to just be like that, but it's true. Like that, you can almost envision her at least being at the end, where they're talking about their stories and how they overcome everything, and like she's just like custom built for that.
No way she gets to the end. I'm sorry. There's genuinely they're never letting someone with a story like that at the final 3. Do I think she'll make the merge? Almost certainly. Do I think she's gonna make the end? No.
I mean, I have to agree with Mike on this one. Anybody in their right mind would. I gotta be careful what I say here because as you know, I'm a public figure now. So I gotta watch what I say to not get
true. Don't get canceled.
Here, but you must be fucking snorting coke and fucking eating meth if you think that they are gonna let her get to the fucking end with that sob sap ass story that is guaranteed. I would vote for her. I don't care if she lost everything. I don't care if she did nothing in the whole game and made it to the end. I will vote for her to win.
I mean, yeah, that's a great story at the end. You're right. If she makes the end, you're gonna vote for her to win.
Not gonna make the final 3. She'll probably be like I could see her being late merge, but she's not gonna make the final 3. That's my bold prediction.
Do you think this will hinder her in any way, though, in like a challenge or something?
I think she's one of the most athletic people on the cast, and I don't know enough about prosthetic legs to really like gauge how you can do with swimming and stuff. But like anything running, she's a track and field star. Climbing up things, I can't imagine it really hurts that much. The only problem I can see is a swimming challenge. Balance, I have to imagine it doesn't hurt. Like they're probably balanced, You know, so
honestly, if it was a balance challenge, I would just take my leg off and just stand on that one. Is that allowed? I wonder if she gonna
probably
like.
not.
Allowed. Probably not allowed.
Probably not allowed. Also,
That would be a good idea.
Why would you though?
Well, I mean, I feel like it would give her certain ups to be able to, like, even swimming. I bet that thing is fucking heavy, all that metal and shit. But maybe I'm being dramatic.
Any other thoughts on her?
Either she gonna go to the end and win, or she gonna lose quick.
Well, Aspen, it's your turn.
Oh God, damn it, fan guy.
Not so easy, huh? Not so easy.
It's very difficult this season. I got almost nothing to go off of.
Yeah, who even are these people, yo? Okay, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to. Damn, I gotta be smart, cause I gotta pick a black girl because I didn't last season and it haunted me the whole time because
It did haunt you.
I could have picked a winner, but it's almost stupid to think that Survivor would let another black person win. I don't think they'll do it 2 years in a row, just based on their history.
What about a black guy?
We probably got to wait 4 more seasons at least for that. Dude, so I'm thinking it's going to be, I think I need to put me a basic white bitch on the team first.
You just got canceled in Portland, I think.
I know, dude.
Portland's calling me, and I think you just got canceled.
You got a couple to pick from too.
Seriously, bro. Okay. We are gonna go with. I think Cassidy was the one who was like, "I'm just about energies and spirits and rocks and crystals and shit." I think that might have been her.
I don't know if it was.
No, I'm sure that's her.
No. It was a rock / crystal bitch on here, bro.
It was definitely Cassidy.
Okay.
Cassidy is the chick who's like from Austin, Texas. Like every girl from Austin, Texas.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna go with old Cassidy.
It's not a bad pick. Although I think she's on the team that I think is going to struggle. But
let's hope she can fight it out.
I had given her a 7 in my Hunger Games scoring, so I had her relatively high.
To pick her. I really, really did not like her. Like she's, you guys know how I feel about astrology and the like, and she's just literally all that shit bundled into one person. Miss me with it. I don't like her. I'm not gonna like her. Like she's fake. It's all like it's either phony or you're actually crazy. I'm sorry. Like it's you're either being phony when you're like, I love Mother Nature and being in energy with everyone, or you're either faking that or you're crazy and I don't like you.
I think you just got canceled in Portland, Mike. We're all getting canceled in Portland.
All right. That's fine by me.
Definitely canceled in Portland, Mike. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I liked some of what she said. If she could actually be this trickster with the social game she thinks she can be, then I think she has a chance of doing well in this game. I don't know if she can do that, but I can see it working. My negative for her was I don't like the team she's on.
She's very faute. What was that the name of that?
Oh yeah,
like she's very that girl who led that faute alliance.
Yeah, she is.
Caitlyn or whatever.
But more, I think more better at challenges, possibly.
Well, that's my pick.
All right, Mike, you're up.
Okay. I am going with my winner pick of the season, Elizabeth Ellie Scott. Because truthfully, don't remember much from her video when I watched it. But her written answers, to me, read like a super fan who actually understands the game, instead of like someone, because like she names Kim Spradlin, which like, oh yeah, everyone wants to play like Kim, but then she like truthfully acknowledges that, like, yeah, because Kim had like a bad cast and a lot of luck, which, like, wow, you recognize that. And just, I liked her written answers so much. I'm like, you know what? No one else stands out to me. Carry it for me, Ellie. So that's going to be my pick.
She did stand out to me. I think she's smart and she has the whole psychologist thing going for her, you know. It could make her read people, possibly. That's always a thing I think about with psychologists, but I don't know if that's true. But go ahead, Aspen. Oh, you're muted, though. You're muted, Aspen. Pulling a fan guy.
God damn it. No. What happened to that one girl from last year who was like, no, I'm a psychologist and I am.
Well, she was fake.
Who was
She was
that?
not.
Who
That was Tori.
It was Tori.
Tori.
I think this player's smarter than Tori, and I think she's, you know, real in what she does. She also wants to be cutthroat, and she might be a kind of player that could get away with that because I don't think anybody would see it coming.
That's fair.
Any thoughts on her, fan guy?
I mean, I didn't have her high on my Hunger Games score. I just have her as kind of like a basic soccer mom lady.
Yeah, she was kind of basic, but I see what Mike sees in her. I think she could bring the strategy. I don't know if she'll have the social game, but we'll find out. Any other thoughts on her? All right. Well, y'all let me get my winner's pick. For similar reasons to Fan Guy, I think he has another story that I think Survivor's going to fucking love. My pick is the ex-gang member turned PhD turned smart, street smarts plus real smarts. We're going with Jesse as my pick.
It's a solid pick.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of my other 8s, and that was who I was debating on picking between him and the amp. And you know, this is a great pick. I love this guy. This guy just
No, but when he said he was in a gang and the camera like zooms in on his tattoo, I was like, yo. They're like, he's in a gang. He got tattoos. I'm like, okay. All right,
Survivor's so fucking 2007.
I know. Dude, I know. It's weird how they still act like that. But no, he is going to get that sap. Sorry. Like, oh my God, you was a gangster with tattoos and you know street stuff? Motherfucker from like North Carolina. Bro, it ain't even hoods in North Carolina.
I think he's going to be a very... Who was the guy last year who was like kind of the puppet master? Who was also on my team? Yes, Omar. He's going to give me Omar vibes, who was also on my team.
This guy would have been my second pick, so I totally am with you on this one. If I was picking a man, I want to pick a man as my next pick, I would have went with Jesse. So good work on that. He seems decently well-rounded, and he like seems intelligent, but he doesn't like have that typical intelligent like demeanor and way of carrying oneself. Like a lot of these like really educated people just have this like smarminess, or I don't know how to describe it, this demeanor that people like immediately pick up on and are like, oh no, like Swati, like no one likes Swati wants to work with her. But yeah, I could see this guy. My only thing is he seems too good to be true and too much of like an obvious threat. Like I'm immediately, if he's truthful with his past, I'm gonna clock him as a threat if I was in the game.
Well, maybe not with his past. Maybe just his whole story. If they clock his whole story, that would maybe be a bad thing. Almost
as bad as being an amputee as far as targets go. Like we picked the big bullseyes because it's true.
Yeah.
Like these are the people who, if they get to the end, everyone's gonna be like, I gotta vote for you. Like your story's too good.
Mike has his brick wall up. He thinks
I realized how like horribly messy my background was. Like I was looking at myself. I was like, ooh, that's not my best foot forward. So brick wall.
True. Let me turn my camera, adjust my angle to not get all my shit.
All right, my next pick, since I'm up again, is going to be my usual high risk, high reward pick, I think, because she can go quick, or I think she has the social game to possibly pull something off. I'm going with Janine. I'm going with her because she has a social game, I think. She's the person to me from this entire cast that at least screams social game. Y'all like, I know I like social game. And she said a lot of things that I like. So one of the only women I could kind of like so far, to be honest.
You sniped 2 of my 8s, man. Those were the highest scores I gave, and you got 2 of my 4 that I've rated 8. So, yeah.
So, what is a UX designer? I know what a designer is. What's UX? Like, what is the industry acronym? I'm not understanding. And I realized I could just Google this.
But I'm gonna Google
user experience. Okay, experience doesn't start with an X. That's why I didn't get it. Good work on whoever created that acronym. Really made it clear to the end user. That's a terrible user experience. It sounds like whoever made that needed a UX designer. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay,
True.
but I like that she's aware of the stereotypes that typically exist. I like that she is wanting to bring more of her creative side, and yeah, she's definitely got another person just like repping Kim Spradlin. Everyone wants to play like Kim Spradlin.
Lord,
like,
this entire like the Kim Spradlin fucking fan club cast. This is like if you're a fan of Kim Spradlin, we're casting you.
Well, yeah, obviously everyone wants us to play like Kim Spradlin, but most of them are not gonna play like Kim Spradlin because you're not gonna control a cast.
Yeah, and she doesn't come off the type that would. But she said a lot of good things that if she can apply the good things she said, she's going to be good.
She used the word trust clusters in her written interview. Don't stop trying to make trust clusters happen. Just stop.
Any other thoughts on her?
It's a good pick.
All right, Mike.
This is tough because I really wanted Jesse. I'm not gonna get Jesse, so now I'm between. You know what? I'm gonna go with the older of the two people that I'm eyeing, and I'm gonna go with James Jones.
And why is that?
Because I'm of two minds. Like here's the thing: winning chess tournaments doesn't really make you intelligent. It just means you can memorize patterns really well. But he just seems again, we have like so little to go off of. He seems personable. Yeah. He seems intelligent. He says one of my bigger pet peeves is like Sandra's anybody but me, which is not at all how Sandra actually played the game if you paid any attention to her games. But then his literal next sentence is like, with people I trust, which is like what Sandra actually does. So I have a little bit of hope that he like actually understands that. I was waffling between him and someone else that I'll say when they get picked later, if they get picked later. But he are we each getting 3 people? That's how this is gonna work?
We're each getting 4 people.
Oh, we're getting 4.
And then Boo Boo has a chance to win again in the comments with 2 people.
And she probably will.
Will.
We see you, Boo Boo.
And like an event planner really does seem like more of a hands-on job. Like you literally are actually like running people more so than like these like people in like corporations that say, I run people. No, you don't. You bark orders at people. Like an event planner, I feel like actually has to bring people together and have some sort of customer service skills. So,
I mean, I liked him. I think he has a lot of potential too. The favorite thing that I saw, he said, if anybody's watched any of my Big Brother or Survivor comments, is I love a player that can thrive in chaos, and he said he could thrive in chaos. So if he can thrive in chaos, especially if there's a billion twists, he should be fine.
I like this guy. I had him as a 7. Thought he's a worthy competitor.
Aspen, any thoughts?
No, not my favorite out of the black boys. So,
Really?
no.
Interesting. Well, it's your pick, Aspen.
It's my turn?
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, I'm getting that fucking... Where's that little nerdy ass fucking... What's his name? Owen?
Owen?
Yeah. Is that it?
If that's who you're talking about.
Yes. Owen Knight. Yes. I'm choosing him because he said that people gonna think he playing like Woo, but he actually gonna be playing like Malcolm, which I'm like, okay, let's see. Everybody want to come on here and swear that they Malcolm, but he did say he thought Malcolm was cute. So I'm wondering, is he queer, or is he just got a crush on Malcolm like we all do? You know.
You know, yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Exactly.
You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I get those vibes from him, but yeah, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely see it.
I can see it. But yeah, I think he gonna be the next Lil Woo, but maybe I'm just saying that because he Asian. So let me shut the hell up.
I mean, I think he does. He have the social game to pull off a Woo? Not that Woo was this great player socially, but he was, because that was the only game he had.
Woo was one decision away from winning the game, probably. Like, maybe, everyone will argue till the end of time who would have won it if he took Cass with him, but I feel like it would have been Woo, right, myself. So he was like one decision away from being a winner of $1 million, which is pretty impressive. But I don't get that charm from Owen. I don't get that charm from Owen. I'm not saying I dislike him. I don't see the charisma in the whole minute of screen time I've seen the guy. So that's where I'm sitting on it right now.
Fan guy, he said he's a great public speaker, but did he come across like one?
No, he didn't. But he did. I did get a good vibe from him. I did like this guy. Just because, like, I think he's probably more likable than people are gonna think. Like, I really do believe that about him. I think he's gonna have a very likable vibe.
Yeah, he to me just came off like a game bot, and I don't really like game bots who are just 100% game bots. But maybe he'll have a social game. Any other thoughts? We've made it back to you, Van Guy.
Man, y'all took almost most of all my high numbers. Okay, I got 1-7 left on my Hunger Games style list. And that is the other good story at the end. I'm just going to go for it with the Ryan.
Fan guy, you just picking sap stories.
At least, I admitted it. I said, look, let me swing for the fences here and get a couple people that if they're at the end, they should win. Like, you should vote for them to win just because you're a kind person. And so, yeah, I'm picking Ryan. That's all I got.
Just because of the story?
Yeah, he's got a good story. Seems likable, Seems like he's overcome some stuff. Like, let's go, dude. Let's go, bro. I'll ride with you.
I don't have a lot of thoughts on him. Do any of the other two? I have some negative thoughts, but
yeah, I ain't really get. He kind of awkward, and like I'm worried about his social game because he admitted that he slow to catching on to things or something. I don't know. I was confused about that part, and I'm trying not to say nothing because I better shut the hell up again.
Be nice, Aspen. Be nice.
I know, but I don't know.
How many times do you want to be canceled in one video, Aspen? But
this is the first, and this ain't even the first, but it's the draft. God damn. Dude.
Yeah, we got a whole season for you to get canceled.
But like, I think when people can repeatedly go on and on about how they can read people due to X, Y, Z, you probably can't read people that well. Maybe. If that's your main thing you think you have going for you heading into Survivor, I'm a skeptic. How many people I wish I should start noting everyone who says this in the preseason, because it's like probably at least a third of the cast, if not more. And then how many of these people get blindsided? Like straight up, no idea at tribal blindsided. I thought you were gonna be an expert, like sitting around the camp, you're just gonna be like, you're going for me. Like, I had him in probably my bottom half, but I like towards the middle of my pack of people that I was liking. I don't really see a lot of negatives, but I don't really see a lot of positives.
Yeah, he also said that he wants to play like Rupert, and I'm like, well, you're about fucking 40 seasons behind on that.
Hey, I feel like the Survivor's been waiting to have someone like that go really far again, and do well. And there are a lot worse players to emulate, like the guy that I just picked, saying that if he doesn't like where he's at, he's going to play like Russell Hantz. That was like a red flag that really made me not consider that.
It depends on what aspect of his game.
Right. Like, the Rupert thing screams to me like casual that they got for a story, or like because they like the guy. And not like an actual fan. Like they've just like Googling Survivor Legends, and they see like Rupert, and they're like, okay, Rupert, he got food for the tribe. That's what he did. Like, it kind of betrays a misunderstanding, I think, if that's all you think he did is get food for his tribe, because he was not a hero. I don't know why he's on the heroes tribe, but
true. You know. He was. I mean, I guess if you could be a challenge beast like Rupert, it could help for a while, unless you're like Jonathan last season. Can't be one dimensional. All right, Fan Guy, you're up again.
Okay, so this is between two people. They're both at a 6, and they both are similar to me. So I'm going to go with this one's close. Carla.
Ooh. And why is that?
Because she's got through. Because I think she's going to get the girls together on her tribe and knock out the guys, and that's going to carry her further.
I could see it.
On that tribe, it's going to happen.
Is this the blue tribe? Am I looking at this right?
It's the tribe I think is going to be a mess, but yeah.
The blue tribe, there's not a chance in hell that those 3 girls are working together. Not a chance in hell. Not on that tribe.
Any other thoughts on her?
The yellow tribe is definitely the mess tribe, by the way, which, if I'm also looking at this correctly, is the tribe my winner pick is on, which, like, I'm picking her because she seems like the most normal person in this group that has people that seem like a little larger than life at times.
I mean, I do think Carla's going to be a good liar. I believe her when she says she's going to be a good liar. But that's really all we have to go on, I guess. Do you think she's going to be too dramatic? She wants to bring some drama to the game.
I mean, easily she could be, right? Like,
the best people who bring drama to the game don't think they're going to bring drama to the game. They think they're just going to be right on everything and be straight shooters and be so good. Those are the people who bring the real drama, because they're the people who are actually invested in what they're doing and saying, and they're not just playing it up for the cameras because they know that's what they want.
True. Any other thoughts on her? Well, Aspen, you're up.
All right. Well, I better pick one of these black girls before they get gone. Dang, this is a hard decision for me to choose between these 2 black bitches. One of them is just the older version of Marianne. And the other one I'm thinking is going to be too much, because honestly, she was almost too much for me. I'm like, I need to turn this off. I'm tired of hearing your ass talk. So, damn. Do I go with the old one or do I go with the young one? I almost know neither one of them are going to win, but I have to do it for social purposes. All right, let's just, you know what? I think the I think the Nigerian, she gonna work harder at camp and not be doing all that. I feel like she'll have better social cues, especially because she older. She got kids, so she gonna be more socially woke than Marianne, and she gonna work hard because she probably built her shelter back in her homeland village or whatever. I don't know. So that's why I'm picking Nika.
It's pronounced Neka.
Naka.
Neka.
All right.
Like the word neck with an A on the end of it is how she pronounced it in her own video.
Neka.
Understand. Yep.
I only know this because of women's basketball, because there's a Neka in women's basketball. But...
Nice. You sound like me, Aspen, with like the older people are able to get social cues that younger people are never gonna get.
Right.
Like you sound like me.
I took that note from you, actually.
Nice. How did that work out for me last season? And the season before that? How'd that work out?
That's why I was so confused about you picking another old bitch.
She's not that old.
Hey, my winner pick is a practical spring chicken at 31. Okay?
I know.
31 and 37. Nice. Okay. I'm definitely still falling into the same pattern of that's going so well for me.
Yeah, I don't know what to go off of. NECA's interviews didn't give us a lot of information. I mean, I do feel like, though, she can have the social game you're talking about, though. But other than that, I don't know what else to go off of.
I feel like if I would have had the opportunity to pick her, not my next pick, but the pick after that, I probably would have taken NECA. Like,
Same.
She's, I think, one of the better people that were left when it got to you. So, not just for social causes. I think she was actually a good pick.
Oh, man. Any other reasons you picked her, Aspen?
I did it for the culture. Wakanda!
All right, Mike.
Man.
All right, so the person I was waffling between James and this person, and I went with James purely because James was older. I am going to go with Dwight, who I like, and the only thing I feel like is going against Dwight is that he's only 22. Although I also am not a huge fan of people who brag about getting perfect scores on the ACT or whatever, but like he brings a point about it being like he was able to represent, you know, and he kind of, I hope, doesn't fall into the like swatty of being like so like educated graduate student who like overplays and can't connect with people. Like I feel like Dwight's actually a legitimate, genuine winner threat, or he goes around the same time Swati went for almost the exact same reason of just like trying to play everybody and not really building a genuine bond with like a few people.
I agree with that assessment. I don't think he'll be like Swati at all. I think he knows to have a better social game than she was, whatever she was doing last season.
He uses the word social game a lot in his written bio, which is a good sign of someone who understands the game.
He was my next pick.
Nice.
Fat guy, Aspen, any thoughts on Dwight? You're muted, Aspen.
I know, Nick. I know. He just seemed a little corny to me. I don't know. Like Mike said, kind of too much about the whole like I'm smart. Like, so we all smart.
Touche.
I can't put it any better than that, so I'm just gonna what she said.
All right, I guess it's me. I'm gonna pick the guy that his nickname is also his last name and makes no sense. I'm gonna pick Mike Gabler, the old guy, the heart valve specialist. He could be a mess, but he could be a good gamer too, possibly.
Did you not see what happened to Mike's ass last season?
So?
It's like you wasn't even here.
I think he might pull it off better.
I doubt it.
you know how Probst is with nicknames like the last name. Like the dude's Gabler. Can't you just see Probst being like Gabler? You know,
Probst is gonna love saying that. Probst is
yeah,
gonna love this
exactly.
guy.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Gabler's in it to win it.
He is in it
By
to
his
win it.
nickname alone. Sorry.
And he's used to high stress situations. I think he's perfect for Survivor. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
He was like, "I'm not your typical doctor. I got a beard." I'm like,
It's true though. Has your doctor ever had a long ass beard?
I mean, out here
No.
in the PNW,
No.
in the PNW, everybody look like you out here, Nick.
Okay. Touche.
The only reason I would have picked this guy would have been for the memes. Like, I'm sorry. I find it I have a very hard time picturing this gentleman winning Survivor. Do I think I'm going to find him funny? Probably. I'm probably going to enjoy him. But I have a hard time picturing him holding $1 million check at the reunion. Maybe that's what he's got going for him. Maybe that's what he's really got going for him. But
we thought Mike had no shot last season. He almost won the game.
True.
This guy reminds me more of the rancher Brad from last season.
that is exactly who he reminds me.
I'm starting to see the cast, like, it's kind of sad because I'm starting to not see him as people. I'm starting to see him as archetypes because they cast just these stereotype archetypes. And so I'm just like, all my notes that I wrote on all these people, like if somebody saw him, I would be canceled. Like it's just the most basic descriptions. Like
CBS loves that shit though. That's all they know how to cast with.
Yes, it's just so stereotyped, like out of control in a lot of ways. And this dude fits that rancher stereotype, like archetype, like the old rural long-haired guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, very much so. I agree with Fan Guy. Like it's starting to become like y'all just picking the same exact kinds of people every fucking time. The same sap ass stories.
Yep.
I think I posted a list of who everyone's taken in the chat. I don't know if that's right, just so people can keep track of who's still there. Does that look right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that leaves. All right.
I'm going to choose my next pick, which Aspen, you said the older black woman reminded you of Marianne, but it's definitely Mariah was casted as the Marianne archetype, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The very talkative but nice and bubbly character. I'm going to pick her. Do I think the same archetype will win 2 seasons in a row? Not really, but it happens on Big Brother, so maybe.
Yeah, she gonna be too much. When you say, I like to punch people in the mouth with color. Like, that's the best you got. Really? Really?
I loved her for picking herself as her own hero, though. I was like, you know what?
Okay. I know we just moved on from Mike, but saying, why do you think you will be the sole survivor? And Mike Gabler's answer was yes, with exclamation points. To why are you going to be the sole survivor? He answered in the written form, yes. And that's it.
He might have bad eyesight. He might not have been able to read the question. She's going to be okay.
Should have put the reading glasses on.
He didn't have time for that shit. He had a heart surgery to go perform.
Anyway, I think Mariah is just, the Marianne typecast, but maybe it'll work 2 seasons in a row.
No, will not.
I want to see Mariah go far because I just want to see how bright that outfit is on day 1 versus how bright that outfit is on day 24.
Like that shit gonna be so faded. It's gonna be grayscale. It's gonna be grayscale.
Any other thoughts on her?
No, I hope she does do well. She seemed like somebody that I might actually get along with in real life, but I don't know how to work if she could keep that. She from Philly too, so maybe she got a good. You know what? I don't know. I don't know about them up north people. When I think of up north, I just think of Alex, and then I'm like, ooh. What's up, Alex? No?
as I was running through this cast, there's like people that I really, really, really don't like Cassidy. And then I could see myself actually getting along with Mariah. Like I think she would be a lot at first, but like I think she actually understands that she's a lot. Unlike this is what I was talking about, where like someone like Cassidy is either a faker or they're just not self-aware and they're crazy. But like Mariah completely understands what she's doing, and she's a teacher. God bless teachers. They don't get enough credit. Like, I like Mariah. I wouldn't have picked her for my team just because she's a lot, but I respect it.
That's what we said about Marianne too, and that's why we didn't win last season.
See, but I get a different kind of weird vibe from Mariah than I did from Marianne, because like I feel like I would get along with Mariah, and I didn't feel like I would get along with Marianne. Like I think it's kind of what Mike said. Mariah's gonna be a little more aware of how annoying she can come off with her energy, and I think part of the fact that Marianne didn't was kind of part of her charm. Was like,
but I mean, I felt like Marianne was aware. She just didn't give a fuck. It just
or that. And maybe that's what served her well and what is going to hurt Mariah. But I just see Mariah being a little more savvy socially than Marianne was early, because Marianne struggled early in the season socially.
Struggled.
All right, Mike, it's your final pick.
All right, I've got a real great assortment of people available to me. I don't even remember what these people really did. I'm gonna go with Justine as my final pick.
I knew you would. That's just your type.
Really? No.
Because she's the almost older woman.
If I was going with that, I would have went with how old is Lindsay? She's 42. See,
I thought for sure you were picking Lindsay, Mike. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought so too. I'm sorry. I thought that's what you picked. I definitely thought. I was like, no, you just picked that old ass white lady, right?
Nope. I'm going with Justine.
Okay.
I think she claims to have a high EQ and prefers that to having a high IQ. I think salespeople are usually pretty icky and don't really understand that doesn't, you're not trying to sell people on things, but maybe I could see it. Like I'm not really picking from the cream of the crop at this point. Sorry, Justine.
I think that was definitely the best pick left, though.
I think far. I don't like that she named Joe Anglem as someone she wants to emulate, like the guy that's in like a crazy cult right now and who never did anything and never had any real allies. But just
that's because she wants to be a challenge piece. That seems like she wants that to be her entire game. It's just win challenges.
Yeah.
I don't like her, but we'll see.
Huh.
You don't have to like her for her to win. If I was picking off of who I liked, I'd probably be picking someone else from these people. But I'm trying to get a good team, so to make up for last season, trying to get a good team.
True.
So I'm going with Justine.
Wow, this is the bottom of the barrel for us.
All right, Aspen, it's your final pick.
It's me.
It's you.
I'm so glad y'all didn't take my last pick yet. God.
Really?
I was waiting because it wouldn't be proper if I did not pick the motherfucking Jonathan of this season. Cody ass matcher. Ass matcher.
Oh man.
I feel like he is giving me wait, what's his name? Jonathan? No, not Jonathan. Who got picked last time?
Shambo?
No, last season. Who y'all hated so much?
Xander?
Was it Xander?
That was 2 seasons ago, but we hated Xander.
It was Jonathan last season. We hated Xander, then we hated Jonathan. So you think we're gonna hate Cody this season?
One guy that y'all are gonna hate on here, and it's gonna be Cody.
Cody could never.
I like him.
Why? Him and Cassidy were the 2 people who I just was like immediately like, nope. Nope. These
Hear me out.
do not like.
Hear me out. Now, I'm not saying that Cody and Patty have the same personality, but they have the same aura that Patty has, because Cody now lives in Hawaii. Cody has this very different personality. I don't think Patty's an adrenaline junkie like Cody is, and I don't think Patty has living tattooed on his ass. But I think that they have a similar aura.
He doesn't think. But no. The problem, you can't be an adrenaline junkie and sit around camp for 6 hours socializing and doing nothing else and building a camp. Like, you're going to want to be running in the forest looking for idols. You are going to be annoying people, which usually doesn't bode well for you.
He just needs that crackhead Tony energy, and he might actually...
I would take one look at this guy and his mullet and be like, nope, I'm not working with you. And it would and his video didn't win me over, and just like elevator sales.
That's big money, Mike. He has big money because he's selling people elevators.
Justine is big money. She sells cybersecurity. This guy is an elevator salesperson. Who are you selling an elevator to? Who doesn't already have an elevator? that needs one.
No, but he's in Hawaii where they need extra elevators and stuff. And so
he came from a building with the elevator in it. You don't need it sold to you. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
He came from Iowa.
Something.
Okay, Mike. He came from Iowa, and now he's in Hawaii. And how can you not like him? Like, he's so
easily
cool. He's so cool.
I feel you asked him for now. We'll see if I like him after the season starts, but I won't hate on him yet.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, fan guy, it's your final pick, and you might be giving Boo Boo or somebody in the comments
to
people you don't choose. So pick wisely. Do not give the comments the winner again, fan guy.
I mean, these are my 3 least favorite people on the cast. Like, legitimately, these are my 3 lowest ranked people. So I'm going to immediately throw out Sammy. They can have Sammy or Sami, the 19-year-old meathead. 100%. That's a whoever wants him can have him. Confident there. And I gotta fade this other Geo guy too, because I just think he's a mess. So I'm gonna go with the soccer mom, and I'm gonna take Mike's pick.
You're
Lindsay,
not gonna learn from my
white
mistake.
Soccer mom.
You're picking the Heather of the season, 0 conventional play episodes.
And I know I am.
And you hated on Heather.
It was either Heather or Geo or fucking Sammy, and I'm not touching either one of those.
I don't know. I think you might have just gave the comments a winner again in Sammy.
Sammy's no way, not Sammy. If you said Geo, I'd get it. We'll get to that in a second. But Lindsay, I actually like Lindsay, but I'm literally just trying to learn from my mistake of not picking the Heather of the season. And are we sure they didn't cast Heather a second time? We're positive.
That's what it feels
right?
like. I mean, her intro felt like a Heather's confessional count.
Exactly.
No, this bitch is Heather.
I can't even argue with any of that. It's
I
all
legit
true.
have nothing written down for her. Look, I have play hard question mark is the only thing I have written down for her. Is play hard?
She's coming to play hard, y'all.
She's gonna be like the Chrissy of the season, and I'm gonna have acted like she was gonna be the Heather of the season, and missed out on that. Wonderful.
This bitch gonna be Tina out here.
That's Tina. What I'm going more for Tina vibes. Yeah. Come on, Tina.
Any other thoughts on her?
I don't know where Downingtown, Pennsylvania is. I've been in the state a lot, and I don't know where Downingtown, Pennsylvania is. Is that like a small town?
Small town. She's just a small town girl.
7,898 people. That's it.
That's like the town I'm in right now. Is that
so if you're a pediatric nurse in Downingtown, you're probably not what most people picture when they picture a nurse running around the operating room. Unless she commutes to Philly. She probably commutes to Philly. Whatever, but I don't have faith, and I'm the one who always has faith in people who fit this archetype. So what does that tell you? My intuition's usually wrong, so that probably means she's gonna do good. Congratulations on picking the winner of the season, fan guy.
Thanks, buddy.
while the two people, the comments and possible winners and probable winners, because the way we draft, Gio and Sammy are left to anyone in the comments if you want them. Boo boo if you want to win again. But let's talk about Gio first. Any thoughts on Gio?
I like Gio. However, again, I don't really think he stands a lot of chances. I appreciate. I think he's going to be entertaining, and I'm rooting for him. I don't know why. I like him, but you want to play like Cochran and Boston Rob? Like, I'm sorry, bro. Those are not. That's not the calls.
I mean, I hate to say this, but I say it all the time because it is true for Americans. When you have a thick accent similar to Nasir, I don't think your social game could get as deep in with social ties as everybody else, unfortunately.
Nasir's social game was good. What are you talking about?
It was, but he was dispensable to people.
Yeah, I try to root for him because I have to support my gays, but I don't know. I can't really tell if he gonna come off as too much because honestly, all I ever wanted in my life was to have me a gay boy best friend, and he seemed like we would get along, but like also he seemed like he would be too much for me, and like I'm worried about it. I'm worried about him. He grew up in Miami, so he like spicy. That's what I think about. I think he gonna come off and give some like jalapeno ass vibes, bro.
I could see him coming on like too strong, but at the same time, he grew up in a really rough environment, and then he graduated with a 4.0 GPA. Like that's what he's most proud of. Like, congratulations, that's impressive, and it's part of the reason I took Ellie as my first pick. She kind of did the same thing. She was like on the verge of flunking out, and she ended up pulling it back. Like, I like him a lot, and I feel like of the two people that fell, he's definitely the better choice, Boo Boo. But
he has a lot of potential. He does.
Yeah.
All right. What about Sammy? Not a chance.
Motherfucker's a cornball, bro. Like,
you could be a cornball and still win.
I know, but like he a bad cornball, not even like the good cornball. How I am, because I am a cornball. I know. Speaking coming from a real cornball, bro. Like this dude weird.
I don't know what a cornball is, but his pet peeve is being woken up before noon on a weekend. Like before noon? Like, okay, before 10 I get, but before noon, like chill out, dude. Like a lot of people work on the weekends, like.
Or like stop being a lazy sucker, sap of shit.
They cast this guy as like token young guy, token weird job. We get to have a pet cremator on the show. This dude is not making it past the first 3 episodes. You heard it here first. This dude is not making it past the first 3 episodes. The only reason I'm not saying first boot is because I don't know if his tribe's going to lose the first challenge. I don't know how they're doing that for getting 2 boots in the first episode or not. But he's going to be one of the first 3 vote-offs. That's my prediction.
Well, because Mike predicted that, I think he's going to be in the final 3, guys. I hate to break it down. I'm just kidding.
No, not his little 19-year-old ass. Can't even drink yet. He don't know real struggles. He can't even go buy alcohol at the store, bro. Like, don't talk to me.
Every 19 to like 21, 22-year-old thinks that they're like the most emotionally intelligent person ever because they have a grandparent that they talk to. Congratulations. You talk to old people now and you understand how to connect with them. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have like one coworker at the pet cremation place who's been there for 30 years and they're pleasant to you because it's a professional environment and you're like, the old people love me. I'm going to crush Survivor because I get to hang out with my young folk and the old, like, nope. Don't like this guy.
This guy was by far my lowest score. I just kept writing no chance by him. They get like, look, bro, you're getting national coverage. Okay, Survivor is like a national, it's a big production. even just these little intro videos, like, dude, you're getting your 15 minutes of fame, and you want to talk about how amazing your quads are? Like, that's what you're gonna give us, bro? You're going on Survivor, and you're gonna give us how amazing your quads are, bro.
Yeah, I mean, my least favorite thing about people, or some people under 21, is they just think they know everything. And he kind of comes off that way.
And looking at his tribe, I don't think this tribe is going to be the kind of people he's going to get along with. I do not think that this is the right tribe for him at all.
I just don't know if they're going to lose, because they seem to be a physically pretty strong tribe.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Where the teams at?
I think what is this, Red? I think the Red tribe is definitely the strongest tribe.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I think the Red tribe is definitely the strongest tribe, and then the like yellow tribes, like the Trainwreck tribe, and the blue tribes, just like the blue tribe in every other season we've seen, where they don't really get a lot of focus. I don't know if that was true last season, but it was definitely true of the season that had Erica and Heather and Danny and all them on that tribe, which were like all of the end gamers, and yet they still couldn't bother to give them any confessionals in the like start of the game.
That was a mess. That was just a mess of an edit. Well, we have lost Aspen, dude, but any final thoughts on the cast as we enter the season next week? Nothing to go off of, but we'll see.
Man, I just want this season to be good. Like, I don't want to have to come in here every week and be like a negative Nancy about it. Also, I'm going to give us a round of applause for squeezing 56 minutes of content out of like 16 minutes of videos and written bios. Like we
did good on that.
We did good on that, folks.
It was rough. Very rough coming into this.
If they break a fucking hourglass this season,
Twist is done.
I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to lose my shit. Just flip the hourglass.
Is there a lot of twists this season, though, Mike?
They're killing the hourglass twist, and they're killing the do and die twist. They're probably going to come up with something even dumber, but those two twists are gone. So,
all right. Well, we will end it there until next week. Thank you for joining me.